Even get started with my live without Appa. What do you want? Appa, what do you want? Okay. What I'm doing, I am making bath salts. You see, he's like a kid. What? Huh? Huh? Hold on, listen. Huh? Oh Lord. Yeah, I got my bonnet on. What do you want, Appa? What, baby? Huh? Tell me. Tell me. I can't even do what I need to do. Now I gotta take my gloves off. Gloves. What? Okay, I gotta take my gloves off. I like to have my hair covered, my apron on, and oh gosh. He wants his toy. Here. Now leave me alone. So, ooh. Anyway, let me get me some more gloves. Gosh. So I'm making some bath salts. So I can try to get me some gift sets ready for you guys. Valentine's. I don't celebrate Valentine's. I know my husband is ecstatic. He is happy. No, no. Let me turn this back around. Okay, so when I do my products, I like to be I like to you know be mindful of being sanitary, right? So I have like 99% proof alcohol I spray my stuff down with. And I got tired of like being in the space with these raggedy men, manosphere, red pill men, complaining and fighting and arguing like Neanderthals. So I said, I'm going live. I don't have time. So I don't know if you guys are commenting. If anybody's there, please like, share, subscribe. So what I am doing, I'm making bath salts. If I sound muffled, that's because I have a mask on. I'm trying to protect my respiratory system. I am a nurse, a registered nurse. And yeah, so I try to be healthy. I do use I use natural products at times, but when I'm making like my really really smell good stuff, I will use fragrance oils. And but they're high premium fragrance oils, okay? So what I'm doing now is making bath salts. Like I love making bath salts. The only thing about bath salts is that a lot of people don't take baths. And that's not a bad thing. Some people like to take showers. I like taking baths. That's my wind down time, my self-care time. So I like making bath salts. So this particular, and I'll start from the beginning, right? And I'll show you the ingredients that go into the bath salt. So what I'm doing now, I've mixed my ingredients in. I've added like already my fragrance oil. I've added a carrier oil to for moisturizing, right? Because nobody wants to get out of the tub ashy. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to. Hi, the cynical one. Man, the cynical one, she just comes say hello. Hi, sweetie. But nobody wants to get out of the tub ashy. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm making my salt and then let it dry. Okay. This is just the white part. When I do products, hold on, let me take my mask. When I do my products, I like to do see how my candles are. I like to do like the marble and I like to do like a white and whatever color. I don't know why, but I don't like it just to be solid. So even when I do like my bath uh, salts and my whipped soap, I like to do a white and then a color. So this is my white mixture here. And what I have to do is I have to like lay it out where it'll dry because if not it'll clump up. We don't want that to happen, right? So I'm gonna go put this over here by my like I have like on my table, I have a little area and I'm gonna spread it out. And this fragrance, I hope my headset's still connected, but this fragrance is jasmine. It smells so good. So I'm doing jasmine, and jasmine is the flower is like a yellow color, like a pale yellow, I think. And so I'll do when I do my second batch, right? I will put in body safe, okay? Um, color. So pretty much it will probably look like this. And this may be a jazz. No, this chamomile. Oh, that smells good. But I'll probably do it a little, maybe a little bit lighter than this. Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of anal. So, where's my? Okay, so you guys, this was kind of last minute for me. I just got out of town. I just came back from Austin. I had an awesome time with my spiritual family. They're like, my sisters, my niece, spiritual niece and nephews. Love them so much. But anyway, so I'm gonna take this out. Okay. And this is my like I like to do like a big batch of it, because and then I work from there because I know my measurements and stuff. So when you do bath salts, what you want, you're gonna have like baking soda. Yes. And you see how that powder, when you're making it, I'm telling you, that stuff can get in your nose. That's why I wear a mask. And I hope you guys can hear me, right? So I put in like with baking soda, citric uh, acid, um, Epsom salt, and then there's a product that makes it gives it some bubbles. It's this um, SLSA. Just Google it. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it. Okay, but it helps it bubble. So if you have like a jetted tub, like I have a jetted tub. So when I use my bath salts, it when I use my bath salts, I get bubbles out of them because I have a jetted tub. Okay. If you don't have a jetted tub, right, then what you're gonna get, you may get some bubbles when you're running your water, but you're gonna get a really um soft. It's like soft. It's really it makes your skin soft, okay? And that's because I always add oil right to my stuff. So you see that? You see, wear my mask because it'll get to you. And so I always use a dropper, okay, to get my products out, you know. And I'm gonna tell you, okay, so when I was like sharing my products and letting people try them, I my girlfriend, one of my friends, she said she don't have a bathtub in her home. She doesn't have a bathtub in her apartment, so she has a shower. She used these bath salts for her pedicures, and she would put them in her pedicure water. Appa, no, do not start with me. These are my wipes. Um, they're disinfectant wipes. But anyway, she would use them for her pedicure, and she would soak her feet in my bath salts that I made and use my body butter right afterwards. And she was like, "Listen, her husband passed away last year in March, and he used to always complain about her feet. And she was like, "Oh my goodness, like this would have like all the arguments that we've had, about my feet and how crusty they were. If only I had known my friend knew how to make good quality. The oils that I'm using for this, I got from Dubai. Okay. I got these oils from Dubai. No, no, no. I take that back. I take that back. No, those are my perfume oils. These oils I got from Bali. I went to Bali last year. and in May. And so yeah, I got these from Bali, and they smell awesome, right? They smell so good. And so I'm putting my oils in. And you have to like, I like my stuff to smell strong. And I say that like Skrong. Strong. I do. And I always put a moisturizing oil in a lot of my products. Now I do have some soaps that I didn't put any in because some people have oily skin. And so if they have oily skin, they don't need any more oil. Okay. So I got that in there. I'm gonna do like a pale yellow for um like I said, I do two colors. I do white and then I'll do like a another color, the main color. So I'm gonna do like a pale yellow, and it'll turn out pale yellow. Let me show you guys because these um these colors that I have, they're not. They're just like little Michaels. I put just a little bit. Appa is like he's literally rearranging my furniture. He's rearranging my furniture, you guys. I just can't. Hi, Uncle Rick. Hey, oh, Uncle Rick, you've been the topic of conversation. Oh, what's ratchet, Uncle Rick? The bath sauce is ratchet. You have been the topic of conversation in these streets, and I just got tired of listening to it. And I say, let me just go live and make. See, this is what you need to get your ladies. Yeah, I know y'all celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't. And I know my husband is. Like I said, he's ecstatic. I don't celebrate all that stuff. But I will make things for your ladies. And that's what I'm doing now. I Uncle Rick. These folks, I don't know. It's been a day. And I know you probably heard about it. You may even know about it, but I just couldn't take no more. I just had to reach, get do my ratchet stuff. And later on today, I think I'm gonna feel myself frying me some lobster tails. I got two lobster tails. I'm gonna do me some lobster tails, and there I got some shrimp. They're about the tails about this. They look like little lobster tails. They're about this big. I'm gonna show them to y'all. I'm gonna do another live, but anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit. Y'all, Rick know how to. Rick, you want to get? Hey, world class. I got my bonnet on today. Don't even play. I have my bonnet on. I'm trying to be safe. These YouTube streets have been interesting. So world class was there a little bit in the chat. Oh my goodness. Do I want to talk about it? Do I really want to talk about it? Can I talk about it, you guys? I was gonna try to. Okay, so it'll be a little pale. This is so healthy because I'm a naturalist. I'm a registered nurse. Okay, all right, and I'm an essential oil specialist. And this, I got these oils from Bali. The oil, the fragrances I'm using, I got it from Bali. Now I have oils from Dubai. I will be making products from those a little bit. This a bonnet channel. Well, I'm trying to be safe. I don't want hair and people's stuff. Like if I cook a meal, I'm gonna cover my hair up. But anyway, it's been a lot today, and I just say, let me go live. I'm supporting everybody else channel, being in the chat and being in the clouds. I need to do something for my own, and you know, maybe y'all will go home and make y'all wives some. I wish I had a panel right now because I would really love to hear what you guys think about. Well, Uncle Rick probably went viral. Uncle Rick probably went viral. And I am gonna say this. I was on that panel. I was on that panel, right? And sometimes men articulate things differently, right? Okay. They do and so I did not, when he said what he said, I did not take it the way other people took it. I really didn't. And I'm gonna tell you. The thing of it is I have a very rare personality type, right? Only 2% women have my personality type in the whole world. So I knew where he was coming from, but it was harsh. It was what he said. It was just kind of very. I would have said it in a different way, right? The only thing I can attribute it to, because I know Uncle Rick been married for many years, and trust him, I don't feel his wife would be with him if she wasn't happy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So what I feel like is that sometimes I remember when I met my husband. I first met my husband, right? I was very sensitive. And I'm gonna tell you why I was sensitive. Because my dad, my brother, my uncles, they can kind of give you this false sense of, you kind of get your way. They kind of I ain't gonna say baby you, but they treat you in a different way. They're a little bit more gentle with you. Okay. My father has never called me out of my name. My father didn't even raise his voice at me. All he had to do was look at me, right? But I was still his baby girl. When you meet your husband, that man don't have time for all of that, okay? So they I remember meeting my husband and I would tell him it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Okay. Now, my husband been talking the way he been talking for many years. Okay. He's a real man. He's a manly man. Okay. The dude named Tyrone. Come on now. Tyrone. Tyrone ain't gonna be pussyfooting around stuff, okay? Not Tyrone. And he said it. He said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat S. I don't curse, but he said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat S. He said, what I'm telling you is right. You know what I mean? I would never steer you wrong. Okay. So I had to grow some thick skin, right? Just like when I get on some of these panels, I have gotten on some of these panels and I got cussed out. I didn't cry. I didn't go cry in the car. I didn't. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna curse back, but that's how people articulate themselves. And so if you're gonna be a couple, I mean, you gonna have to acclimate the way your man or your woman, in a sense, want. And that's something to me that is like kind of, I don't know how. That's kind of how I took it. But listen, I'm like Rick. What Rick say? Drama sells, right? You right. You get what I'm saying? Oh, it felt like he broke you out of your. Oh, yeah, yeah. So I was very sensitive. So he did. It's like I now, and you know what he did my son the same way, Rick, because um, you know, my ex-husband would always baby, he would baby my son more than I would baby my son. And so my husband was like, he the type he gonna crack jokes. He gonna just tell you straightforward. And I would be like, no, don't talk to him that way. You're gonna hurt his feelings. And my husband is like, do you want me to interact with this little rascal or not? Let me do me. And when I stepped back, my son, who was used to going to like predominantly white schools, good, very good school districts, he ended up going to a black and Hispanic school. That's all that was there. It was a culture he had never experienced. And it was bullies there. It was people that crack jokes, like we were in school. Like I told him, I was like, that's the school I would have wanted to go to. And the way, how he survived? Because my husband had already prepared him. His stepdad had already prepared him. He was like, Mom, I could snap back at them without even cursing. Because he being around my husband, he was quick on it, right? You know. And so he did like help me get out of that pattern of being having my feelings hurt. Oh my goodness, the stuff I've gone through in this lifetime, if I still had that same sensitivity and I could still, feel unappreciated and all this and that, but man, this world would eat me alive, have eaten me alive. I'm not gonna lie. But Ricky, I think it was just the intensity, you know what I'm saying? And I know you guys were guys, and it was almost like being in the barbershop, right? I understood it was like y'all were in the barbershop, but you know, people are they're gonna take things and it's just like I said. At the end of the day, when you lock off that red button, you with your woman, right? I said what I said. And I knew you wouldn't go back down from it. That's why I ain't opened my mouth. I was like, oh Lord. I mean, I wouldn't go. That's the way men talk. I've heard it. Y'all talk that way. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as long as I can do this, right? And my husband don't be tripping because I be on YouTube. Listen, well, I'm just saying, I don't know. It was just a lot. It just was a big deal. And then trying to get other people to be like, I don't know, like condemn. I don't know. It's like to condemn people, right? Like to um, I don't know, to say, oh, if you were there, you're gonna stay and listen. But I have heard. I mean, it's been a lot of rhetoric on these panels, and nobody kicked them off, kicked the other person off. You get what I'm saying? They let them talk and say what they were gonna say. You can't control how people think. If it's working for that person, this is my whole thing. If you don't be quiet, stop it. This is my thing. You know, you have to go where you appreciate it. If if I don't want a man with that acts this way or that way, I'm not gonna waste his time, and I'm not gonna let him waste my time. Okay, I'm gonna keep it moving. Um, what you say? Pow wow and turn. I mean, like a female does. Oh Lord, you gonna taste? Dog, hold on a second. I ain't trying to show my face because I don't want nobody clipping me up. He wanna taste test. This not food world class. This is bath salts. The little low down dirty rascal. See, that's another thing. I need to listen to my husband. See, I should have broke this sucker. See, he almost 3 years old. I should have broke him, right? Because he runs over me. He wouldn't be acting like this if my husband was here, if Tyrone was here. Okay. He takes his toy and he puts it under the couch because he wants me to go and get it for him. Right. And then he in his feelings, that's what I'm talking about, world class opera. Then he's in his feelings when I don't respond and react when he want me to react and go get the toy. He done rearranged my furniture up in this joint. Like my sectional is all over the place, just trying to get that toy. But guess what? I go get that toy. Okay. You know what he gonna do? He gonna put it right back under there. See, listen, I don't know. My husband, he told me, he was like, you better be glad that's your dog. You got that dog. He's like, cause I be done been broke that rascal. See, that's why I knew what Uncle Ricky was talking about. He was gonna break him. And he was not gonna beat him to death. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna be firm with him, but Uncle Ricky, boy, yeah. Oh, they gonna make some money off of this. They gonna make some money off of this. Oh Lord, hold on a second. Lord, oh, y'all see? Y'all don't need to see that. Ain't y'all business. Oppa running the house. Well, when Tyrone ain't here, he is. He tries. Yeah, he does. Ain't gonna even lie. My son, you know what my son told me? He said, "Mom, it ain't." He said, "Oppa get away with stuff you wouldn't have never let me get away with." He doggone right, you know. But Oppa's like the baby, okay, of the family. So I'm just saying, enough of me ranting. You guys, I'm probably gonna go live a little bit later after I finish this up. And whew, I don't know. I don't know. Uncle Ricky, when you going live? Are you gonna discuss this? Are you gonna discuss are you gonna discuss what's going on? This is just a lot. I was on my way from Austin. I'm coming from Austin, and I'm like, that gave me something to listen to. I'm like, this is a lot. You know, it's a lot. But world class. I want to know your thoughts on the matter. Okay. Yeah. 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 Mhm. And I actually because I I had come up on the panel and I'm respecting the fact that it's me in there, and I knew what I was gonna try to explain it, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because I didn't know it was gonna blow up the way it was gonna blow up. But I being a woman, I it sounded bad, but I knew what you were saying. Okay, I think. Oh, okay, let me make sure. Hold on, y'all. Now I got ADHD and I gotta focus. I I think it was just the way it was said, and we don't deal in tone around here. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But like I said, I need to be working on my own stuff, okay? Like I'm trying to grow my own channel. I need to get monetized and have me some passive income. So I couldn't hear no more. I couldn't even take it no more. It is what it is. So, like I said, you know, people don't be in long relationships for no reason. I just whatever. But anyway, um, the simple thing. Oh, you mean in like from a physical standpoint? How you talking about like you meant physical? I think everybody knew you didn't mean physical. It wasn't like physical, right? I think that, and this is what I be saying, is like if you're already in a relationship and things are going like that, men, I've heard, I've like gotten kind of gotten, I gave you the example of my uncle. My uncle, you know, he spoiled his wife. He spoiled her. He literally spoiled her. Um, and this woman, nothing was good enough. Nothing was ever good enough. I know I was a kid. I was a very nosy kid. So I paid attention to grown folks' conversations and stuff like that, right? And nothing was ever good enough. If he took them out of town, I'm gonna give y'all an example. If he took her out, if they he took his family, he had two boys. My uncle was the type he didn't grow up with a father. And so he always wanted to be a good father, a good husband, because he loved his mom. He and my grandmother were close. They're close. Well, she's deceased now. So I get, he went in thinking, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give me a light skinned woman like my mama, and she gonna treat me good. And okay, listen, okay, he's like, hey, you don't have to work. I'm gonna work and take care of you guys. He got his journeyman license. They had two boys. And she's like, well, Dennis, oh, well, I want to work. I'm tired of you just giving me little money. Then next thing you know, he says, okay, go work. Go ahead and get your job. Guess what? Oh, I'm hurt. I don't want, I'm tired of being, you better get out of my kitchen. I'm tired of being getting up. It was complaint. He said, well, don't work, quit your job. It was back and forth. I know this, okay? I am not kidding you guys. So, ooh, this dog. I'm not kidding you guys. And so to me, it's almost as if he created that monster. He created that monster. Okay. And I used to just listen to him and I would he would vent. Like me and my uncle, we were very, very, very close. We talked almost like twice a week. But the woman been dead for years. She ends up leaving him with two kids. Well, one went to the military, the other one was at home and went back to her mama's house. She left him. Okay. But let me tell you when she left him. She left him when he stopped catering to her, right? When he said, you know what? No matter what I do for you, it's not good enough, right? So I'm not putting up with that. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not putting up with it. Well, when she couldn't get like a rise out of him, she packed up and moved back to her mom's house. And that's where she died. Her mama let her sit up in a room, develop a new infection in her lungs. Pretty much, sometimes people can be so evil that they can go crazy. Y'all don't believe me? I'm a psych nurse. I know this, right? But my uncle, he kept raising his son. He kept doing what he did, and my uncle retired. I threw him a retirement party in Vegas. I mean, in Phoenix, in Arizona. I threw him a retirement party. I was so proud of my uncle. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. That woman been dead as long as I've been married. Because the day I got married, they buried her. So that's been about 16 years. That woman been dead. And do you know if I was to call my uncle right now, he's gonna discuss her and how he was blind and women and this and that. And one day I just asked him, I was like, um, did, did you like prepare your sons? Did you talk to your sons about, how women can be, because you went in under thinking all women are like your mom. You going in thinking, you know what, she's going to appreciate not having to work, or she's going to appreciate being able to go on trips. He would take them on vacation and she would get angry because they would have to go back home. Or instead of driving, she wanted to fly. So she wanted him to expend, like, like spend, like, I guess, spend money. Like, why are we driving? Like, we got two kids, you know, and we can drive, didn't want to stay with his family, or didn't want to stay, in a hotel. It was just crazy. It was always something, you guys, right? Okay. And so, like I said, once he was like, you know what? Let me tell y'all what I asked him. And this is in my age. This had to be like maybe a couple years ago. Mind you, I've had a relationship with my uncle for since I was a little girl. Okay. I asked my uncle, I said, why did you put up with that? Right? Like, why would you reward her? It's almost like rewarding her for her bad behavior. He's like, well, I mean, um, a man he gotta love his wife. That don't mean you don't have to love her. I say, but Unc, like, listen, after so many vacations, this woman come back with an attitude and she's pissed off because y'all, it was time to come back home, or it didn't go the way she wanted to go. I said, that next vacation, I would have been like, you know what? Since you seem to, not be happy with the vacations and stuff I've taken in the past, how about me and the boys go on vacation, right? And you could just stay here with your mom. And I would take me and my boys and I would go on vacation. And guess what? And he said, well, I mean, she gonna make me pay for it. Okay, so what you're looking at is, she gonna get mad and she ain't gonna want to give me sex. Or she gonna have an attitude when I get back. Well, she have an attitude anyway. And guess what you'd have done? You done spent all that money. You done put up all that effort. I would have just been like, you know what? The next look, until you can be appreciative, the next few vacations we take, you're not going. I'm not going to penalize my kids for you won't go. And I said also, put this in perspective. She's acting like that. I mean, but you bought her a brand new vehicle at one point in time. He was like, well, she had to have something to drive. They have cash cars. They got cash cars. Right. Like, okay. And I'm not saying that to beat up on her. I'm saying you rewarded her for her behavior. That's just like if a woman were to do it for a man, he not paying bills. He's not, being a spiritual head, or the head of the household, and yet you're still, in a sense, doing stuff that's not even mandatory. That's like extra stuff. No, she would have had a cash car. And the next time she said she was gonna work, she would have kept that job, because that's how she would have been getting her personal items. But see, a lot of times men, y'all will spoil women, spoil them, right? Instead of just literally being balanced, just like we do kids, just like women can do children. We spoil those kids, and then when them kids get on our nerves, now we want to put our foot down and we want to, in a sense, start disciplining them. And guess what? They looking at it like, what? I've been doing this. What's the difference? But the most crazy part about it is he never once prepared his kids for it. His boys. Never once. Hey, these women out here, I was the one that told them, hey, listen, men and women can be some terrible people, but women can be manipulative. Women, what I would educate them on that. You know, not to talk, like I said, I'm not talking bad about women, but I know what they can. I've heard conversations. I have seen things. I was a very nosy kid. I know how mothers can, you know what I'm saying, keep their kids away from the father because they mad the relationship didn't work out. I've heard those stories in person, right? So why wouldn't you tell your sons, hey, listen, you and your mom, y'all may have a good relationship, but not, don't go out there looking for your mother, you know? Hello, everybody that just came into the chat. And so what I'm saying is like, I think that sometimes we bring stuff on ourselves. You know what I mean? We go in the, I don't know, maybe with our eyes wide shut or, or whatever. That is the one thing I appreciate about my husband because he's the same person he was when first met him. He's the same person, right? And everybody arguing, get into, had a disagreements. My whole thing, I don't like to be embarrassed. Like I'm not no softy. Just if I'm on the phone or I'm on the live, I have to tell that dude, listen, I'm on the live, I'm on the phone. Don't say nothing inappropriate, please. You know, I don't like that. But his tone, that mess, I could care less. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, right after he say what he gonna be doing some inappropriate stuff anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. He put this toy back under this couch. I'm gonna follow my own advice. Hold on a second. This little girl, this little Negro finna get out of here. Come on, come here, come here, come, come. Oh, now you want to get in the cage? Come on, come on, come, get your butt, y'all. I don't know what. Come here, Apple. Come here, I'm gonna. You going outside? Here. Go eat. Come here. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I really, I experienced that, and so, like I said, I told my son, this is what I tell my son, son, pay attention. Um, Not all girls are nice. I've never been one to been okay with women or females because I do have two boys hitting or beating up. I listen. I did instruct my sons, hey, go tell somebody. But you know what? At the end of the day, sometimes you got to show them. I used to fight dudes. I used to fight boys when I was in. My daddy used to tell me. He would say, don't you ever let anybody bully you or beat you up. Because if you get beat up, you come home. Guess what? You're gonna get another. So I told my son, don't start any fights, protect yourself because sometimes, people can try to get it out of you. But if you see a woman moving, a girl moving in a way you don't want, leave her. Leave it. Don't even engage. Don't listen. That's not your girl, right? My son has had a couple, two or three people he had been interested in, and he set back. He would even get me involved. And I would be like, you know what? Just listen to what they say when y'all are in groups. Bring up certain subjects to try to get their idea of whatever. And you know what? He's not gonna sit there and try to change her mind. He's not gonna do that. You know what? He keep it moving. It's over. One day he will meet somebody that's on the same program he's on, and it won't be a whole lot of breaking and a whole lot of maneuvering. That may come a little bit later. Things could change. But what I'm not saying he gonna, that's what he would do. I'm saying that Don't try to change somebody into what you want. That's what I've always told my son. It's not going to work. My husband is not a spiritual person. He grew up in church. He's tired of religion. I am a spiritual person, right? I am not trying to make my husband go to services every Sunday. I am not expecting my husband to read the Bible and all that kind of stuff and pray with me because I know my husband, right? So I'm just saying we got to know who we are with, right? And make a decision. Is this a person that I want to be with? I'm not spending my time. I'm grown. I don't have too much. A lot of us don't have too much time left, right? We don't know unforeseen occurrences could happen. I don't have time to change anybody, but everybody have to do what's best for their household. And the best thing to do is, you know what? You're not, and this the thing. You're not gonna change how somebody feel. So that's how Uncle Ricky feel. It's I don't think it's anybody in any of these platforms or content creators can change how he feel. That's the way he feel. You know, that's the way he feel. And so, you know, you have to just say, hey, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? You gonna do lives about it until something else comes up? Well, that's how they make money. That's where that money is at. Let me see. Anywho, let me get back. So I have done jasmine. I have done lemongrass. I'm getting ready to do Bali flower. Now Bali has they have a like a flower, signature flower. Wait. No, I did lemongrass. Yeah, I did jasmine. Okay. Now I'm gonna do Bali flower. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. They got some wonderful smelling oils. So yeah. Anyway, that is that, and that's why I went live because it was like a little bit much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely, Uncle Ricky. Absolutely, yes, I do. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they wouldn't have had anything else to talk about, but I mean, you know, I think people there to make money. Isn't that what they want to make money? I mean, this is the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. A lot of y'all are very, very, very skilled at what you guys do. I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all are very entertaining. Um, and I could call y'all out, by name. Very entertaining. Do you know the network that could come out of this if everybody would just use their talents and just let everybody be them and just support each other? Like everybody has their own views. You're not gonna come to my channel and tell me to put any synthetic stuff in my products, right? Because I don't like all that synthetic mint or low premium products. And I'm not gonna come to your channel and tell you how you should treat your wife and your kids if it's been working for you for 20 years. But it's still a network. They have stuff like a Foxhole, and maybe this is a bad example. I don't watch that, segment of YouTube, but they have different people that come on at different times each week. They're not all telling each other what to talk about and what not to talk about. They all have their own different segments because um, you know, um, they're all talented. That's the word. All of y'all are talented. To me, I it would just be nice if everybody could just get along and come together because we all share at the end of the day, y'all all share subscribers, you know. I be floating around all over the place. And if we all had someone to float around during the week while we at work, listen, that would be wonderful. And people not tell you how to run your channel. If I want to do cooking, don't tell me to do salmon today and I want to do tilapia. You get what I'm saying? Or today I want to talk about, you know, women and what they do, or tomorrow I may want to talk about men. So, you want to come to my panel and give your perspective, that's fine. But let me have my own say. It could be a whole community. It's too much money that could be made in YouTube. I see people do it. Hey Nino Nation. Is that hold on, let me see. Hey Nino Nation. I'm not cooking, not right now. I'm gonna have to clean up and I'm gonna be frying. Okay, so I'm gonna be frying some lobster tail and some shrimp. Okay. We did a seafood boil last week. I didn't film it. I should have, but my husband don't be liking to be. He don't like to be on YouTube. Okay. He think it's a waste of time. Not for me so much, but he's like, I don't know why you like that stuff. He don't understand me liking the Real Housewives and stuff like that. you know. But I don't have drama in my real life. So I like to listen to different things and people perspective. I love to hear people debate because I love that debating and stuff like that. I do. But I just feel like everybody could come together and it could be something real if everybody would just respect everybody's perspective. Just be respectful. I got enough of like hopping on people's panel telling them what to do. I got enough of that going to J Prince panel. Okay. Like telling him, no, don't do the girls that way. Don't say, you can't say that. you know, la da 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 da. And after you done got cursed out so many times, it's like, you know what? Let that rascal do what he gonna do. You know, he could be a part of the network too. I mean, he could be every network got that whatever. But anyway, like I said, just you can't change people. Let people do them. But I just feel like it could be so much better if people would just come together and stop feuding, you know, stop feuding. But thank y'all for coming by. I'm just gonna probably ramble a little bit. I'm gonna do this here is the Bali flower. I'm gonna do this one, and I think with the Bali flower, it's like a pale pink. Okay. And the only reason why I'm calling these colors out is I like researched it, right? And then I've already done like my whipped body butters. I've done my body soap. I mean my whipped soap, and I wanted to match because I want to do like my little gift sets and stuff. So that's why I'm doing that. But like I said, I'm gonna do this, and then I think I'm gonna get off and probably do some filming, probably do some pre-recording. World Class and encouraged me to like do some pre-recorded videos, and just post them to my channel, whatever. But this is crazy. What's going on today? Just want to make sure, you know. So, and then a little bit later, once my lobster tails thaw out, then I'll do my fried lobster tails and shrimp. Yep, with some potato soup. I'm not making a potato soup. That was already made. There's a girl. She's a very good cook here. Young lady. She didn't even go to culinary school. She wants to go to culinary school, but she taught herself how to cook, and she's awesome. So I'm trying to support. I try to support people that have like, try to do businesses and they're good. Now, if they're not good, I'm not gonna support. But anyway, so I'm gonna do my lobster tails, and I probably have that and some potato soup. So no, I'm not cooking. A World Class thought it was yes, be a real YouTuber and make yeah, World Class. That's really what I think I'm gonna do. And with pre-records, you can control. It's not so okay. So like I did pop the balloon. I did a review of that because I thought it was hilarious. And then I was doing another one and I went live. And so somebody came on my panel. And when somebody come on your panel, sometimes they could derail the whole show and change the subject. But I no, it wasn't. I'm not complaining. It's just that things can go take different turns, and then I can't control my time. You know, sometimes I don't want to be up there for hours and hours. Pre-records, I get it done. I set time for it and then, let it roll. You know, I finally figured out how to like edit, do my thumbnails. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all. I tried to go live the other night. I promise I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. It was so hard. It was like we had a storm. No, no, we didn't. We did. I take that back. It was a transformer went out. That's what it was. Somebody had an accident up the road. The lights were out, and it took forever for them to come back on. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna still go live. The devil is a lie. I'm gonna do it. And y'all, while I'm filming, Apple runs up the stairs, which he is not allowed to come upstairs, right? He comes up there and he like all around my cords and he knocks me off. Okay. I get everything straightened back up, get back on, start over. And then I go to turn, and you know that static in the carpet? You know how, and then when I went back to touch my equipment, it was like shock. And then my screen and everything went out. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I was like, I'm going to bed. It ain't worth it. I had worked 12 hours that day too. I was tired. I know I'm electrifying, but man, I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was like that. Oh, that's some electricity. I was like, girl, you need to go to bed. You too much. You is too much. So when I finish this, I'm gonna do one more, a nice little pale pink, and then I'm clean this place up and probably hop on and start recording. World class, when you going live next? Let me know when you going live next. If you still here. Uh, I enjoy being a world class family. He's super cool content creator. Okay, but yeah, you guys, I had to like do a little venting because it was just a lot today. It was a lot, you know. And I'm gonna tell you what I think bothered me the most. I think what bothered me the most is people trying to get other people to change their views on things. You know, you can't make people. If a person say, uh, if my house caught on fire, I'm gonna do thus, and so, and you say, well, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? And that person say, well, for this reason. Okay, but you shouldn't do that. But that's what that person said they're gonna do. And then, but this the thing. Then you say somebody being fake. If they flip flop, no, they'll say, "Oh, you flip flopping." Okay, they say you flip flopping or you being fake. Man, listen. If you a person feel a certain way, let them stand 10 toes down on how they feel. You cannot make somebody feel and think the way that you think, right? And you may be right. You may have listen. You may be able to pull it up on Chat GPT. You may be able to pull it up on, Google and just show that you're right. Guess what? That person may still say, nah, I'm still gonna, I'm gonna do it this way. Why are you trying to change people? Hey, Rude Dimp. Oh, Rude Dimp. You another one. I would love to have a conversation with. Rue, hold on. I gotta put my mask back on. Rue, I was in the clouds the other day. Whew. I'm not saying no names, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Rue. You have contributed. Um, you have contributed to me. You've cashed at me before, and I don't think it's creepy, right? We it's times I've been on your panel, a few years back, I follow you. Um, I don't think it's creepy, and I totally could understood the whole situation, and I, yeah, yeah, that was a lot. But anyway, you know, I support you. I was in the clouds. I wasn't going, I'm not gonna get involved in that, but I understood exactly what you meant, right? I knew exactly what you meant, but I also, yeah, I knew exactly what. God, I'm not gonna even say it because I have to tell you right now, I don't want to be in nobody's thumbnail. Okay, but I stand 10 toes down with you. Yeah, yes, it was wild, Rue. It was wild. But you're right, Ricky. It's about understanding, yeah, and letting people be themselves. Just let people be themselves. You know, to me, you ain't no different than that. A lot of some of these religions and organizations that are like, you know, be gaslighting people and I don't know, trying to control people. So it is what it is. You know what? If that's not your vibe, think about this. Move on. Keep on moving. You know, that's it. Just like I said when I was on Ali's panel, you know what? I'll re up the guys and the girls say, you know what? Stop complaining. I will. But guess what? If I didn't want to hear it, I would log off, just like I did today. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't want to hear it, I would log off. You know, I'm not gonna try to change their way of thinking. I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do it. Trying to keep this stuff out of here. But anyway, I'm so glad Rue came and to visit me, and Uncle Rick. Yeah, Uncle Rick. I understand your stance. Well, never mind. You gave your viewpoint. It ain't nothing else to be explained, I guess. But then it would just keep going on, and guess what? It would just be one live after another, and it's not nothing's gonna change. Yeah, nothing's gonna change. So it'll just be waste of time. I get that. Rue, are you on the road or you at home? You truck driving or you off? Just let me know. It'd be good if you could vlog while you're doing it. But anyway, I know nobody know about what we talking about. Okay. So Bali, look at that, look at that. It smells good too. Hmm. See, let me tell y'all something. This right here, this bad stuff. Look, let me tell y'all. Not like I said, not everybody take baths. I take baths. I take showers, I take baths, but I mostly take baths, okay? My husband always said, and I believe it, and my mama have said it, my grandma said it, hey, some women need to soak that monkey. I'm just gonna keep it real, okay? You gotta get in that tub and look, get you a nice bubble bath, okay? I get my bath salts, I get my whipped soap, me a glass of wine, and I relax. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I relax and I'll be listening to YouTube. That's my like wind down stuff. I done had men say, well, if you married, why are you on YouTube? Because I have a life and he got one too. My husband has a life too. It's just like saying, you married, why you watching the game? Look, man, my husband he will go off on somebody. That's what I do. That's what we do. I know when to turn YouTube off. I know exactly when to turn YouTube off. But anyway, I ain't trying to get in no drama. Let me keep my mouth closed. But I will be doing me some content. Yeah, I got a video, y'all, where I went up against Tommy Sotomayor and he smoked me. You know, my mama watched that video. That was crazy. My mama watched. She's like, she watched that video. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she watched it about shaming. You know, it's shaming. The shaming work. Is shaming effective? Let me tell you right now. You can't make people do what they don't want to do. It is what it is. So, and that was last year. We did that. That was when I was in Bali. I got on the panel, Hamp's panel, and went up against Tommy Sotomayor. And then get this, if y'all still there, man, I found a clip where he's like, I found a clip where he was like, that's what's wrong with the black community. We try to shame each other instead of correcting each other. And I'm like, that's what I was saying on the panel. Like, why would you really? Now all of a sudden, shaming is bad. But when you was talking to me on her panel, oh my gosh, these people. I'm gonna tell you right now, whoever invented YouTube, they geniuses. They are geniuses. Okay, so see that's like a pale pink. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna add a little bit more pink. Let me add a little bit more. A little bit more. You know what? Yep. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And then I'll let this sit 24 hours. Let it sit for 24 hours. Anywho, y'all, I'm gonna end my live and get set up so I can start recording. I gotta stay focused. I can get distracted real easily. And post me some content. I made my thumbnails. I learned how to make thumbnails and everything. I'll tell y'all something. I'm a jack of all trades. And next week I'll be making candles. I think I do have a video on here where I had started making a candle for my husband. He wanted one that smelled like Vicks Vapor Rub because, during the winter times, the air be dry. He get his humidifier and he likes that Vicks Vapor Rub smell for his congestion, so for his sinuses and stuff. And I made him, and it smelled just like Vicks Vapor Rub. So next week I'll be making my candles. I can't do it tonight. I'm too tired. I'm drained. But anyway, so that's my pail. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Thank y'all for being my doppelganger while I'm trying to stay focused and get stuff done. I sure do appreciate it. Oh, this is my candles. Like I make this size. This is mine, so I can play this size here. This one here is like, I think this one is called high maintenance. It smells so good. And then see, I like to do more colors like the marble and stuff. This one smells real clean. It smells good. Of course, it's gonna smell good to me. I made it. I made it. So that's what I'll be doing next week. Until then, I will talk to you guys later. Thank y'all for coming by. I really appreciate it. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't care if I got one, two people in my chat or just comes by. You know what? I appreciate it. So love you guys. Bye bye.